Okay, going to put that little brass block in, and it is from that direction, and it is a very basic extrusion. So I'll just come into line what I want to do, and I'm going to sketch from this front plane here because that's where it meets with the fuse itself. So if I go to sketch, click on that little face there, and now I'm just going to roughly draw what I want. It's about from there to there. It goes all the way over to there, somewhere up to there, somewhere to there, down to there, and all the way back to there. Okay, everything is blue because I haven't defined anything at all, but I'm going to start doing that now. So I'm going to make that line there and that line there collinear. Okay, so we've got a black there. I know that this depth of this first part is, if I can get my verniers in, 2 millimeters. Before I do that, I'll make that line there and that line there collinear. Okay, that's gone black, and there you can see that now, and I can put a dimension from there to there, and that is 0.81, so I'll make that 2. So get some actual meat on it there. I also know that the side of that block comes into the very edge of this here, so I need to make that and that tangential. You'll see it in more. And I know that is not that high, so I'll bring that down a bit. I know the block height is a total of 6.4 millimeters high, so this line here, let's do that again, from there to there is 6.4. It wasn't too far out, and I know that the width of that block there is 5.5, so between there and there is 5.5. Okay, now let's go to features, let's go extrude boss base. I don't want to merge this, but I want to take it in at a depth of 5.5, and that's the opposite way around. Let's go to 5.5, and there you've got the basics of the actual fuse holder for that live feed, that area. Now there is a hole that goes through, so just quickly draw that in, and that is that hole is actually 3.2, so 3.2 millimeters. So let's go to sketch, click on there, let's draw a circle roughly about there, give it a smart dimension of 3.2, and it does actually fall center from the top there, so I can put a center line in from about there to there. So let's just make those two coincident, and then dimension from there, obviously where the center is, that's 3.7. It is slightly off centered from it, so I think it's about 3 millimeter actually, so we're not far off. Let's make that 3, and then feature an extrude cut through all, and that is there. Okay, I'm also going to round these edges off, so let's just go to fillet, 0.2. I'll do this at 0.1 because it's just a break in the edge, break sharp edge. So I'm going to go over the top ones first because it'll allow me to do all the chain work. What I mean by chain work is if I do the outside one, rather than have to pick all these, it would just follow round. So if I do that one now, no, I won't do it. Let's just do that. And then do fillet on the top, and see it goes all the way around. So you've got to be quite careful how you pick and choose to do your fillets, and you'll learn that as you go. So there's a nice sort of machine block. I could put a small rad on the inside of these, but they're more likely to be chamfers. So that's there, just so where the wire enters. Now there's a threaded hole at the top, so that's again standard size of your screw, but we can do the screws later on. And it's just a rivet to go in here now. So if I go to sketch again, sketch on that surface there, and I'm going to draw a centre line from that midpoint up to about there. And I'm also going to put one in from about there to there. Actually, saying that means I don't need I don't need this one here, so just take that out. I'm then going to draw another circle from about there to there, and I think this diameter, just double check, is 4 millimeters. Let's just give that a smart dimension of 4. No, must be 2. Sorry. On there. Just double check that again, actually, because it looks. The diameter it's 3.8. Let's just click on it then. 3.8. No, it looks too big to me. You might have to use a little bit of artistic license here, or we can move that line back. So it might be a mistake I've made here. I'm actually saying that I have made a mistake, so let's just correct this. Let's just delete that out for a second. Let's go back to what I was doing before, because I think if I do a centre line from just draw a centre line in down there somewhere. Let's just make that dot there and that line there. That coincidence. And if I make that line there and come around here to that line there, and I make that coincidence, I actually then have a true centre, so you can see why I'm off. So I can actually put that further up. If I just move that up to wherever the centre point of that line is, see, oh, there it is there. There we go, that's better, and that actually fits, so we're back on track. I'm just going to extrude that by 0.2 again, like previous copper, and I'm not going to merge this one, have it a separate entity. I'm going to extrude through in a second, but I'll come back to you with that in a moment. Okay, so in terms of how that's been riveted on, I know at the base here I've got a 3mm hole to go all the way through, so go to sketch onto that surface, do another circle about that. What I can do this time is if I do that and the hole at the bottom and make them concentric, I can then, what I'm going to do is extrude features, extrude cut. I'll go up to surface, which will be that surface there. So up to surface, and that'll be up to that one there. So I've now got a hole all the way through, but what I haven't done is actually specified the size of that circle, which would be 3mm. The diameter of that 2.9, let's do 3. So it's just slightly the same size. So what I'm going to do also with that, because I know it's a sort of rivet, I'm going to sketch again. Sketch onto that surface this time. I'm going to convert entities. So it's going to be that inner circle if I can get there. That one there. No, didn't do it. That's gone the outer one. It's the inner circle I want to do, so it's just Control Z that. So I want to convert entities. Convert entities. Let's do that one there. So you see now there, I've got that, and if I extrude surface, where's my extrude surface? There we go, features. Extrude boss base. I pull that through. Let's go up to surface actually. Up to surface. Okay, but be very careful here. The bodies I want it to merge with are that one there and none of the others. So that should be independent. I'm going to go back and actually edit this sketch here. Make that 2.8, which should update automatically, which it has done. So if I just hide this for a second, see I've got that pin there. So I should bring that back. And now on top of that, just to make the rivet, I want to go to my 3, so I want to go sketch, sketch onto that surface. I want to draw a circle from the center there to there, and smart dimension, make that 3. You see a little bit there, that's good. And then extrude, boss base, and I want to do a depth this time of 0.6. 0.6 on that there. Not quite finished yet. Selected bodies. Just click on that top one again. So that's all merged. Let's just double check that. Just hide that. There we go. So I've got that little rivet I'm sort of building up. What I'm also going to do, because there's, if you look at it, there is a tiny little sort of detent in there that goes in for at least 1.5, and that inner circle is at least 1.8 in diameter. So sketch again on there, and I could use the hole wizard again, but I don't particularly want to. Let's just put a smart dimension of 1.8 on there, and then extrude cut this time, and let's go again. Let's do 1.2 D. Okay, and just to make it a little bit more, I'm just going to put a fillet there of let's put 1. It'd be too big. Let's just see what we can do. Let's go 0.5. Let's go 0.25 on both of those. So that's that there. And I could just give that a little fillet on the inside just to make it look a bit more realistic. So let's just bring back into the picture on that there. Let's have a little play with the materials. So we know that's copper, so let's just see which one that is. That's that one there. Just right hand click, go to materials, edit materials, and let's find the copper. I just want pure copper. Where's my copper gone? There's copper there. Apply. Let's close. So we know that one's copper. We also know that that there is copper. Let's go onto there, materials, edit copper, there, edit copper again, apply. Just those two, and we know that this one here is brass. So let's edit feature, and no, let's go back again, that one there, edit material, and let's find some brass. There's the brass there. Apply and close. So we've now got our different materials to actually play with. What I haven't done is put the hole in the top for the thread. I'll put that in let's do the hole wizard this time to show you I can do that hole wizard. And we're going to go for threaded insert, and the hole type is just a hole. Let's do hole size 1.5. Let's go position, put on there, and we need to find a center. So I go up to there and up to there, and then come across the middle. It finds a center for me. And okay, that hole's not quite all the way through. Just go back in and edit. I've lost where I am now. Sorry, there we go. Let's go 2 mil. No, don't 11. 2 mil. See where that brings me out. Actually, no. Let's put that down. That should be alright. Let's go 2.2. And let's change that size 3 to 2.5. That's better. And there we go. I've got my hole in the top. So now we've done that, we can now move on to finishing off the plastic parts.